Hi everyone, it's Lisa. I am here today so we can chat about meditation. Almost demystifying it, if you will. A little bit about what it is, what it isn't, what it should be, how to do it right. I get that a lot. A lot of people want to add this into their daily routine. So much science behind the benefits of meditation and how it helps you just move through your day, how it helps you interact, make decisions. So we know that it is good for us, but how do we get started? So, a couple things. First, you want to find somewhere to sit. It doesn't have to be somewhere perfectly quiet. In fact, a little bit of noise might actually help you focus your concentration. So don't think that you have to wait for the perfect environment. You can do it in your car, you can do it, I have small children, sometimes I go into the bathroom and do it. Somewhere that you can just be alone. You can sit in a chair if you have issues with your back, but be mindful, we really want the spine to be erect. You want to be sitting up tall. So if you are sitting in a chair, then you want to come to the edge of it. Put your feet both on the ground. Try not to cross your legs so that everything is, stacked and the straighter your spine is, the freer the energy can move through your body. If you are sitting on the floor, then you can use a block or a blanket to help. I'm gonna slide back and just show you. A lot of people find that propping up their hips helps take that crease or that crunch out of your hip crease here. So you can take your block, put it down on the ground, let's make sure you can see, and sit up on your block. That will give you some height. You can do the same thing with a blanket, kind of roll it up and sit on your blanket, just kind of on the edge of it so that your knees are still on the ground, just to take away that crease, and then sit up nice and tall. Some people find a kneeling position a little bit better. Again, you can use a kneeling position with the block or the blanket. You can kneel right on top of it, let your knees come to the ground, and sit like that. So the biggest thing is, don't think that you need a certain seat to meditate correctly. It really is finding somewhere that you can sit for a few moments. We don't want to say the word comfortable, because no matter what seat you pick, if you're sitting there in stillness, you're going to explore and experience sensations of discomfort. And that's okay. That's part of this practice. So I think when we go in with the expectations that I should be peaceful and I should feel blissful, that's where we get this, maybe I'm not doing it right, and that deters us from trying it again. So go in expecting that there may be some discomfort. Actually, you really don't want to go in expecting anything. Just be okay with whatever comes up. So once you find your seat, I prefer a cross-legged seated position, then you want to invite your eyes to fall closed. And not just so much of our communication comes in through our eyes. So it just gives our mind a signal that it's time to slow down. And when that happens, when you close your eyes, you might notice that your mind goes faster. That's okay too. The point of this is not to have no thoughts. We can't control our thoughts. If we could, we would be a lot better off than we are. But it's observing it, not controlling it. Observing and controlling are two different things. So you want to close your eyes. Meditation is not something that we do. Meditation is a state we enter, and we enter that state through a focused concentration. So in our style of yoga, we use our breath. Your breath is always with you. It's accessible to everyone. So we close our eyes and we start to watch our breath. We tune into this triangular area right here, from the tip of your nose all the way down to the top of your upper lip. And the reason we want to focus closely here into that triangular space is the smaller the area, the more concentrated your mind will become. So you want to close your eyes and start to feel your breath as it comes in through your nose. And watch it as it passes out of your nose. See if you can feel it right here in that little indentation right above your lip. And you might notice that you have to begin again every inhale. That's okay, especially in the beginning. You want to meet yourself with patience. You want to be patient, but also persistent. So notice when your mind starts to wander. When you start thinking about your to-do list, or you think about what I said yesterday to this person, or how I'm going to act tomorrow. All of that is either in the future or the past. Meditation helps us become present in the present moment by watching the breath, because right now is all there is. So you watch your breath come in and you watch it go out. With this awareness of when my mind wanders, either to a thought or to a sensation in your body, maybe you feel a lot of intense sensation in your hip and you start hyper-focusing on that sensation in your hip. Notice it, and without saying, oh, I'm doing this wrong, without judging, simply start again. Right back through the nose and out through the nose. And it might be this like conversation that you're having in your head, like, oh, there I go, I'm wandering again. Let me start over. Without marking a meditation as successful or unsuccessful, anytime you sit and watch your breath, that's all that you need to do. That right there is the fact that you sat down and you watched your breath. That's all you need. That's successful, if you want to call it that. Just watch and sit with your breath. There's a lot of good timers, apps. Insight timer is good. You can even take if you have a regular iPhone, just start a stopwatch with some bells at the end. Start with 5 minutes a day and then add on. If you can do longer, do longer. A good goal to have is 20 minutes a day. There's a lot of science behind that number. Some people find that they need to do more, some people find that they do less, but 20 minutes a day is a good chunk of time. But like I said, don't jump right into it and go for that 20. If you've never meditated before, start with 5, and then each day add a minute, each day add a minute. And really resist the urge to compare from day to day. Just be completely present with whatever arises. I've heard someone talk about meditation as like you're sitting on the side of the road and you're watching the traffic go by. And when you attach to one of the cars, you get dragged away by that. So just watch your thoughts as they arise. If you attach to one and you get taken away by it, and just notice, let's stay on the side of the road and just watch it all happen. Just watch the traffic go by. You can think of it as clouds in the sky. There's lots of different metaphors. It's just this awareness and then equanimity. Knowing that when I wander, I'm going to start again without judging myself and just watch. Keep watching. And you'll notice the more you do this, the longer you can stay with your breath. There's a lot of meditation apps. There's some guided meditations. For Meditation for Leadership, we're going to be doing a 30-day meditation challenge. There's lots of things that can help get you focused in, but ultimately, you really want to take the power and use your breath to stay with that. So keep watching your breath as it comes in, as it goes out. Watch the sensations as they arise and they pass. Every sensation, every thought, it arises and it passes. It arises and it passes. So just keep starting again. Don't give up. It's a process. It's a path. Sometimes it feels like a very long path, but I promise you, if you are consistent with your practice, that you will start to see how it affects your life in so many different areas. So feel free to leave questions, comments, anything below. I wish you luck on your journey. Namaste.